Good afternoon, John. Today, I'd like to help you expand your English vocabulary with 10 advanced phrases and show you how to use them effectively in conversation. Are you ready to learn?
Mrs. Smith, I'm excited to learn these new phrases and improve my English. Please go ahead.
Fantastic, John. Let's begin with the first phrase, ballpark figure. This phrase is used to provide an approximate or rough estimate. For example, I don't have the exact numbers, but I can give you a ballpark figure for the project's cost.
I see. It's a useful way to give an estimate. What's the second phrase?
Second phrase is fly off the handle. It means to become very angry or lose your temper suddenly. For instance, he flew off the handle when he heard the news.
That makes sense. It's like having a sudden burst of anger. What's the third phrase?
The third phrase is jump on the bandwagon. It's used when someone starts doing something because it's popular or trendy. For example, many people are jumping on the bandwagon and trying out the latest fitness craze.
So it's about following trends. What's the fourth phrase?
Rain on someone's parade is our fourth phrase. It means to spoil someone's happiness or excitement. For instance, don't rain on her parade, she's really excited about her promotion.
It's a way to say not to spoil someone's happiness. What's the fifth phrase?
The fifth phrase is burning the midnight oil. It means working late into the night or putting in extra effort. For example, I've been burning the midnight oil to prepare for the exam.
I'll remember that one. It's about working hard late at night. What's the sixth phrase?
The sixth phrase is jump the gun. It means to act too quickly or start something prematurely. For instance, I think we jumped the gun by announcing the event before we secured the venue.
So it's about being too hasty. What's the seventh phrase?
The seventh phrase is fish out of water. It's used to describe someone who feels uncomfortable or out of place in a specific situation. For example, in the big city, I felt like a fish out of water coming from a small town.
I get it, it's like feeling out of place. What's the eighth phrase?
The eighth phrase is in the same boat. You can use it to indicate that you and someone else are facing a similar situation or problem. For instance, we're all in the same boat when it comes to dealing with this challenging project.
It's a good way to show solidarity. What's the ninth phrase?
The ninth phrase is turn over a new leaf. It means to make a fresh start or change for the better. For example, after his time in prison, he decided to turn over a new leaf and live a crime-free life.
That's a positive expression. What's the last phrase?
The 10th phrase is read the riot act. It means to scold or reprimand someone severely. For instance, the boss read the riot act to the team for missing the important deadline.
It's like giving a stern warning. Thank you for teaching me these phrases, Mrs. Smith.
You're very welcome, John. Keep practicing these phrases in your conversations, and your English will continue to improve. If you have any questions or need more examples, feel free to ask.
I will, and I really appreciate your help. This was a great lesson.
We hope you thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. If you're eager to further enhance your English skills, we warmly invite you to subscribe to our channel.